What you waiting for? It's time. Time for love. It's time. Time for the sun and sand. It's time. Time for fun. It's time. It's time. It's time to let your hair down. Come on. Come on. Come on. To have no fear. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's time. What you waiting for? It's time. 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 What you waiting for?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Will you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
Watch out for copyright.
You know copyright. I'll give you 100 points if you can tell me who sang that song, the intro.
I got no clue.
It was actually Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
For Saturday Night Live. Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Merv Britto Show. Welcome, welcome, welcome to an actually beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is an absolutely sunny, smashing day in this beautiful place that we call home. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live edition of the Merv Britto Show that we do every Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. For all of you that have tuned in for the first time, we do the show every Sunday, and we love what we do. We do this to make people aware of what's happening here in this place that we call home. It is a treasure. What is it? What's it? It's like a jewel.
It's an honor.
And a needle in the haystack. It's something that's been
Diamond in the rough.
A diamond in the rough. Thank you. The wordsmith. We talk about this place and the things that are happening here just to make people aware all around the world. If you've got any connection to go, you don't have to be Indian or going. You don't have to be living here. You can be anyone, anywhere around the world. If you've got a connection to this place we love, and you'd like to voice your opinion, you'd like to make a statement, you'd like to get in touch with us and discuss what we're talking about, that's what we're doing the show for. It's all about making people aware. As I always do at the beginning of every show, I like to thank people that make all of this possible. My name is Merv Britto, and my name's on the door, but there's a lot of people that put in a lot of work and effort and energy and work really hard behind the scenes to make sure this goes out on the air. It might not be perfect, but it is as good as we can do for right now, and we always want to get better. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome the gang, starting with the big boss today. He's the new big boss today. He's done a brilliant job. He's worked his tail off. The one and only Mr. Wilbert Cardozo.
Hello, everyone. Hope you can hear me.
Why wouldn't I be able to hear you, mate? You're controlling the show. He's the big fella today. The big fella's actually sick. And I'm sure he's listening. I hope he's listening, because if he's not listening, we're going to talk about him, Mr. Ajoy Barretta, who is not here with us today. No, he's fine.
Get well soon, Ajoy.
He's at home. He's sick. And he needs his rest. So he's at home. Mr. Ajoy Barretta, we're missing you in the studio, but I hope you feel better. I hope you get better. Make sure you call in, tune in, message in. We'd get you on the air, but I hope you feel better. Ladies and gentlemen, another gentleman who I mention every week, who does our social media and does a good job of it, Mr. Neil Rodrigues.
How's the Josh, guys?
How's the Josh? And as I always say, his face was made for radio. We call him the diva, the one and only Mr. Yusuf Mataji.
Hey everyone, what's up?
Whoa.
How can I turn his mic
Beautiful
down?
people.
Somebody had his dinner.
Somebody got laid. Somebody got met. Somebody had fun today before they came to work. Mr. Yusuf Mataji, welcome. I'm glad you got your...
Hey.
Last but definitely not the least, she's the wordsmith. She's my fashion designer, the lady that makes me look good, the one and only Mrs. Joanne Britto.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a great Sunday. We're looking forward to a great show today.
Indeed. I've got to say, I'm so proud of Willie. And I said this at the end of last week. He jumped in there, and Ajoy needed some help with managing the console and doing what we do. And he jumped in, and he didn't do practice. He didn't come and do it the day before, the week before. He did the show last week live on the air. And kudos to you, Willy Wonka. You did a great job, mate. I got to give you
Thank you.
Congrats.
On the fly, yeah? With or without mistakes? I don't think there were any mistakes. I watched the show.
There were, but not noticeable.
Well done. You did it live on the air. Like you just don't care. And everybody out there in TV land, wave your hands up in the air.
Okay, we're changing up the show massively.
Okay, no, we're not. We're not going to mess it up. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, welcome. We'd love to have you with us. We talk about these shows in between hosts, in between guests. Not host. I'm the host.
You're the host.
Fucking hell, man.
I think so.
I want what Yusuf Mataji's having. Yusuf, put your face in it. Get your face in. Let everybody know how good looking you are. There you go. That's a good looking bloke, boy. He is called what you call Halloween ready.
He looks like he's been at some festivals this week. Were you at any Gandhi Jayanti celebrations?
No.
Happy birthday on Thursday.
He won't mention it. We do this show every week, and we talk about trending topics, things that are happening right now around the world, topical right here in Goa, but also in India, maybe around the world. We do shout-outs. Anybody want to shout out, Joe?
Yep, I've got loads of people to shout out this week. We've got off to a flyer because obviously we had a holiday this week because it was Gandhi Jayanti on Thursday, so that was fabulous.
You know what Gandhi Jayanti stands for?
You tell me.
It's Mahatma Gandhi's birthday.
I knew it was his birthday.
Govinda, what is it? Karamchand, no.
Mohandas Karamchand.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the one and only Mr. Gandhiji's birthday.
Even Lal Bahadur Shastri birthday same day.
Well, why is that not popular?
It's popular, it's celebrating, but not like Gandhi type.
But it's called Gandhi Jayanti. It's not called Lal Bahadur Shastri. Anyway.
Yeah. So I spent a lot of the day writing out birthday messages for family. Actually, a great friend of mine, Debbie, who lives here in Goa, it was her birthday a few days ago.
Happy birthday, Debbie.
Yeah, happy birthday, Debbie. Also, within the family, I've got a couple of sweet 16ers. So my niece Amy, as well as my cousin Maddie.
Amy, happy birthday, Amy.
Yeah, I think she's having a birthday teen right now. Also, my cousin Billy, he was also on the 2nd. It was his birthday too. Great friend of mine, Jeanette, who I used to work with at the BBC. It was her birthday yesterday, and she's on a big tour of Scotland and the north of England. And my best friend Maxine, whose son's wedding I went to.
And I know Maxine too. It's her birthday.
It's her big birthday
When?
tomorrow, and she's celebrating on safari in Africa.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the odds of her having to listen to us? Can she hear us in Africa?
Well, she could, but I doubt she's doing that.
Max, happy birthday, my darling.
Max, we hope you have an amazing birthday. And obviously, I know you've got lots of special treats in store, so have a brilliant, brilliant time. Love you loads. And also, talking of love, Mark and Priyanka, they celebrated their wedding anniversary.
1 year,
this week.
on the 7th.
On the 7th.
Siggy, you
first
made it
wedding
to a year.
anniversary. Priyanka, I hope he's got some treats for you.
I'm worried about Mark. He's made it. He's lost a little bit of hair. All
And
jokes
weight.
aside.
And weight.
All jokes aside. They're a beautiful couple. Mark and Priyanka
We love
Seagraves.
them to bits.
We wish you a very happy anniversary in advance for the 7th of October. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got somebody out there that you love, that you care about, that you want to say hello to, you want to wish him, you want to say, send a shout out, please get in touch with us on our social media pages or wherever you get your social media. Willie, hint, hint. That's you to put the...
Sorry.
He's a good guy, dude. I love him to bits.
He's checking all the messages. There's loads of people messaging
Wherever
already.
you get your social media from, Facebook, X, Insta, if you want to get in touch with us and send somebody a shout out live on the air, with or without the video, 750-7246-246, the Merv Britto Show, the one and only live show that's being broadcast, mistakes and all. Get in touch with us. We can wish somebody for you. We can call somebody for you. We can put two people together on different parts of the continent, of the globe. We'd love to hear from you. So send us a message, leave us a comment. We're going to, before I get into the rest of the show, Joe, I spoke to Omkar about all these things that are happening here in Goa, and I've been after him for a long time. To come on the show and do a show. I want to interview him. He's a knowledgeable guy. He's a guy that's in the know. He's with the press. He does. He's like a podcaster.
Yeah. He's like a viral reporter in a way.
Yeah. So he's at all the events and he knows he's got his finger on the pulse. And I've been after him to try and be on the show, and he finally said yes. So we're going to have Yusuf. We're going to have to promote Omkar, for next week's show.
Yeah.
On the 12th. And Felly Gomes, finally, for flip's sake, Felly, he's jet setting all around the world. He's actually going to Kuwait, I think, to celebrate Goa Day, World Goa Day. He's a little bit late It was on the 20th, right?
No, there's something happening on the 31st. There's something happening.
He's heading to some Middle Eastern country today or yesterday to celebrate World Goa Day. And
He was in Bahrain during the
Maybe
week.
it's Bahrain.
He was in Bahrain during the week.
So they're going to be on the show in the next Omkar next week, which is the 12th, and
Yep.
Feli on the 19th. So we're going to promote them. Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, you got to tune in. These are very interesting guests that we wanted to have on the show for a very long time. People that can actually make you more aware and knowledgeable of current things that are happening right now and why they're so passionate about what they do. They've both got social media platforms and channels that you can tune in to learn more about them, and we will be promoting them this week and putting a lot of information about them. You can tune them and find out about what they're doing before they're on the show.
Fantastic. I want to ask Feli if he pronounces his surname Gomes or Gomez.
I want to ask Feli, where the fuck you got the name Feli? What, is your parents not like? I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I can't say that. Feli, can you erase that off?
Yeah, can we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
put
yeah, we'll do it.
exclamation marks, bleep, bleep, in front of what
Feli,
he
what would
said?
Feli stand for, by the way? Feli.
I don't know. Felling trees? I couldn't tell you. I've got no idea.
Okay, so on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. What are we talking about, Mr. Rodrigues? Lead me, baby.
Well, basically, India are co-hosting the Women's Cricket World Cup at
When?
the moment. At the moment.
Today, now.
It's yes, it's live. It's on until the 2nd of November. And
India versus?
India are now playing Pakistan live.
Come on.
In Colombo.
Are they called anything? In the Indian lasses?
Women's cricket team.
Aren't they the blue tigresses?
cricket team.
The blue tigresses, they're called.
Are they called the
No?
Tigresses?
Yeah.
Go Tigresses. Give them a big round of applause. A loud
Come on, ladies. They're batting at the moment. So they're now 166 for 5. Apparently they play 50 overs per match. So
Why would they be called the Blue Tigresses? Why can't they be just called the Tigresses?
well, they wear blue, that's why. We've debated this before, Mervyn.
Go, ladies. I hope you kick some butt. They're playing the India women's versus Pakistan women's live soccer. Jemima Rodrigues falls after forced bugs. What is this? This is the score. This is what's happening, you mean? This is what's currently happening. Anybody know live score? 166 for 5?
166 for 5, 38.1 overs.
We want them. We
Late.
wish them all the luck. How good is the cricket team anyway? Indians cricket team good?
Yeah, it's
Fantastic.
good. Good.
Can you beat any of them, Yusuf? Would you play any of the women? Could you beat any of the women?
No.
At
Because
least you're honest,
they
man.
won the one match with Sri Lanka, I guess. Sri Lanka. Yeah.
But I know the men's Indian cricket team is dominant. They're like
dominant.
one of the top, right?
Undefeated.
Shut up.
Yeah, undefeated. They won that Asia Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the women as dominant?
Right now we are in the 3rd position in cricket.
Overall.
Yeah.
No, but that's good. That's still very good, and we wish them all the best of luck. Go on. We can get on to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, because-
there was a live. This is the live score. 166 for 5.
166 for 5 is
38
the
overs.
score.
How many overs is the total match?
50 overs
50
per
overs.
match.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're in the 38th over. 166 for 5. Good. I hope they win.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, I think on that cricket theme, Goa has now got a new cricket stadium.
Yeah, Goa has a new cricket stadium there now.
Yeah.
Did he
So it was
finally wake up?
inaugurated this week.
What do you mean? What do you mean Goa has a chance? Essential for Goa builder Kamala Prasad Yadav after the inauguration of 1990 cricket. What is 1990?
1919 Sports Cricket
Matlab?
Stadium,
Sports club.
it's called.
Stadium name.
Clear?
Verna.
Wow. Play this. Play the volume. Click on the volume button. I want to hear what he said.
2022 से इसमें काम स्टार्ट हुआ तो एक्चुअली इसका इनॉग्रेशन 19 फरवरी को इसी साल
19th of Feb.
ग्राउंड का इनॉग्रेशन हुआ था फिर ये 8 महीने बाद आप देख रहे हो एक स्टेडियम का इनॉग्रेशन हो रहा है
Yeah.
ये स्टेडियम का ख्याल मुझे 2017 में आया जब मेरे बेटे ने कहा कि पापा मैं क्रिकेट खेलना चाहता हूँ एक्चुअली मैं भी बचपन में काफी अच्छा क्रिकेटर था बट फैमिली की परिस्थितियां ऐसी थी कि मैं
Okay.
pursue नहीं कर पाया
I have no idea. I understand Hindi. Click on. He's built. This is a new cricket stadium.
Yes.
Yes.
In
Have we never had
Verna.
one before? Have we never had a cricket stadium? Don't
We have a cricket
Play
stadium.
there.
Pororim. This
Pororim.
Pororim, yeah.
Proper stadium?
Yeah, proper stadium.
And what about the one in Mapsa? He said,
Dulere, that is
You
that
talking
is a
about
football
Dulere?
ground. Yeah, that is
No,
football
that is
ground.
cricket ground also. Both it is football and cricket, but cricket plays.
This is a huge brand new
Yeah.
one.
Is this
which is
actually
going to
a
help
stadium
the
was-
infrastructure.
This Neil is confusing me. What's the next thing you pulled up? You pulled up something about a father building a
No,
stadium.
no,
That's not the same thing, right?
No. Basically, this is a brand new stadium that's been built here in Verna, and this is to help the sports infrastructure and to encourage the youth to actually get involved in sports. However, some people are so enthusiastic they've had to build their own cricket stadium in their
Now,
backyard.
that would be cute, Neil. Neil
Yeah.
Rodrigues, he's from
Let's see the headline, Neil. Just pull it down. So we can
Builder
see the
by
headline.
profession.
So
With
cute.
not enough grounds in Goa, father builds cricket stadium for his 2 children to train. Wow, that looks tiny, but it's massive, dude. Quita, a builder by profession, Kamala Prasad Yadav isn't. Is
In
this the same one
Chikali.
he's talking about?
In Chikali.
Isn't buying land just to construct buildings and make profits? In 2021, Yadav Sarpanch of Chikali Panchayat bought land at Verna in South Goa and has now turned it into a full-size stadium where his 2 children, both promising cricketers, can train without any hindrance. Are you kidding me? So he's built the stadium for his kids and now he's making it a full-on cricket stadium
Yeah,
in Verna.
yeah.
Well, that's good for him.
And he's inaugurated by the Indian captain Surya Kumar Yadav.
Yeah. And there was some controversy around
What about?
the captains and the cricket team at the Asia Cup, correct?
Moshe
It's
Naqvi
easy, it's
told
easy.
not to hand over the Asian Cup trophy to India. Put it up on the screen. They are number 1 team, but their actions third rate. What is this about? Anybody know?
This Mohsen Naqvi is a Pakistan interior minister, and he tweeted about in the war time. So that's the reason Indian cricket players don't want to shake his hand, like something like that.
Because he tweeted about the war, the India-Pakistan war.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, you stick with what the fuck you do. You're a cricket player. You're not a goddamn politician. You're a sportsman, and a sportsman should show talent and lead by example with good sportsmanship. Shake everybody's hand.
I think there's been quite a lot of speculation around whether they were refusing to take or he was told not to give it and all of that kind of thing. And so, obviously we don't know where the truth lies. But I don't know whether they've actually even received the cup yet.
He was standing there, so Indian player refused to take the trophy from him.
Pakistan won't win it by taking back trophy. India all-rounders lashes out over Asia Cup controversy. It's not a controversy, guys. I think it's silly. If he is the chairman, the president, whatever. Of the guys, you're a sportsman. You do your job. Your job is to win matches, football games, football matches, cricket matches. Do your job. And in the sense of sportsmanship, you should be shaking everybody's hands. I'm sure many people have a difference of opinion. I'm not a big fan of Pakistan, but at the end of the day, if I'm playing him in any tournament, it's just a sign of good sportsmen to shake their hand, or women. Shake their hand before, after, during, whatever. It's.
But also, you also talk about cricket. You have to be the height of sportsmanship because it's supposedly a gentleman's game. So you really should be leading by example and using correct sports etiquette.
Yusuf, do you agree with that? What do you think about sportsmanship? Is it overrated?
Yeah, it's depend on different people have different opinion about that. Not to shake the hand.
Let me try that in English. Do you think sportsmanship is overrated? Should you be a good sportsman, lead by example?
Yeah.
You should. Good answer. I agree with you. And here again, from a young age, people need to be taught. You might have differences of skin color, differences of background, this, that, and the other. That doesn't. You're human. Shake somebody's hand, guys. It's a sport. So he was giving out a prize, and they wouldn't shake his hand.
Yeah, he was. They don't want to take the trophy from him.
They
because
won the trophy.
And they wouldn't accept it.
They won the Asia Cup.
But in order to accept, you got to shake his hand and accept it. No.
They don't want to take it, and they refuse to take it, and he took the trophy and walked away.
Okay. He took it home.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Without trophy,
Screw
they celebrated.
you.
Oh, it's
Come
like
on.
taking your football home when
I'm
you've
taking my
fallen
football
out
home.
with
You don't
your
want to shake
friends.
my hand? Screw you. I'm going to keep the trophy with me. What is this doing here now? Why? I thought you dragged this out.
No,
We're going to
no,
talk
no.
about this. You're doing a
No,
great
no.
job. I tell you what, mate. You're making Willie look bad. We're talking about this India controversy because the match is going on right now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we want to make sure that they win their match. But in all likelihood, listen, just be fair about what's going on. What's up? Tell me. Ajoy. Put him on the air. Put him on the air, dude. Let's mess with him. Sportsmanship, it's not overrated. It's absolutely required. Should we give him a round of applause, by the way? Let's mess with him, dude. Ajoy.
Hi, Merv.
Mr. Barrett.
Hi.
Wait for it, dude. Are you gonna do the thing that my staff do to me when they call me calling in sick? Are you gonna call and say,
yeah, I've
not
already done it to you, my friend. I've already done it to you. I'm actually sick though. Listen, I wanted to give you some background to the cricket. Mohin, the Pakistan representative. Basically, he's the head of cricket for Pakistan, and the Indian team, when they won the Asia Cup, refused to shake this guy's hand and refused to accept the trophy for him because of the whole Operation Sindoor and the terror attack at Pahalgam. So basically, because he didn't hand over the trophy to the Indian cricket team, he decided to take the trophy and go to Pakistan. So he's told the Indian cricket team
he took it to Pakistan.
Come and collect it from there.
He just looks like he's finished scratching himself in the crotch, dude. I thought that's why. Look at the picture on the screen. It looks like he's just done scratching himself, and that's why they wouldn't accept the trophy for him. No, you know what? It's unsportsmanlike, Ajoy. We talk about it all the time. You are what are they called? You are role models for the young people that love their cricket, love their sport, and by doing something like this, it's not setting a good example. So, how are you feeling, dude? You're not sounding very good, Baba. How are you doing?
I think the whole of Goa is catching this cough and cold, viral flu, whatever it's called.
You know what Yusuf said to me just now?
What do you say?
He said, "What's her name?"
What's my name?
What's her name? What's her name?
He's got an ear infection as well. He can't hear properly.
He's got a brain infection. Yusuf, ask no. You want to ask no?
Ajay Baba, how are you doing, Baba?
I'm very good, Yusuf. I am now feeling better, knowing that I can hear you on the TV now.
You can hear him on the TV. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are sounding really good.
I can see you on the radio.
I'm very proud of you guys putting up this product. It looks really awesome.
Well, we're missing you, but thank you for that.
It is.
I must say, as a viewer, this was the highlight of my day. I had a miserable day just lying in bed and doing nothing and getting bored. And today it's been the highlight, I must say. So I'd rather stay a viewer maybe.
I'm not sure what that's like. A little bit of a low bar, isn't it?
Why is it a low? What are you trying to say, Joanne?
He's been lying in bed all day. This is all he's been looking forward to. Low bar.
That's okay. Shut up. Let him say what he's got to say. Say good things about us. Keep him saying.
I'm joking. It's all part of the fun, isn't it?
Listen, dude, I started the show again as I always do. You have put you Ajoy have made a lot of this happen, mate. And I'm proud of Willie for taking the torch and running with it. But it's because of you and Willie that we are where we are today. The show and everything we do is primarily, it's a team effort. We couldn't do it on our own. And we've got 6 of us. We've got 5 in the studio today, but there's always 6 of us in the studio. And I always thank you for what you guys do individually. But I hope it's looking good. This is a reflection of the stuff.
Awesome.
Good. This is what you guys have put together.
The question is, considering that now India is playing Pakistan today, the Indian women's team, are we going to have another repeat of this controversy over politics? So I'll leave the call. I'll put the question to you, and I'm hoping to hear a discussion on that.
Let's hope not. Let's hope the women lead by example.
First of all, I don't know why they're called the Blue Tigers. They should be called the Tigeresses.
They're called the Blue
because
Tigresses.
They wear blue.
Blue Tigresses, they're not tigers.
Point, Mare.
Hey, we got a new stadium in Verna. When are they going to have a match in Verna? Can we have we can have a cricket match in Verna, dude? I would like to go and see the Tigresses. And I would root for the Tigresses. Okay. Ajoy, stay on the line, Baba. We'll have some fun. What are we talking about next? Yeah, son.
So
I'll listen to the show. Go ahead.
Okay, Baba. We've got Neil running the show, yeah? We've got Neil running the I'm not going to say anything. Come on, Neil. Take me to the next one. This looks like fun.
Console.
He's running the console. Gore Tourism invites bids for mega music festival.
Wow.
We just got rid of Sunburn, man.
But when you say got rid, though, I mean, was it chased out of the state or what was it?
So Sunburn had faced a lot of issues when they were in Goa due to, alleged drug use, noise, pollution, clashes, traffic chaos, and there was a lot of non-payment to the government dues. Cool. So Sunburn has exited and moved to Mumbai. But Goa Tourism has invited bids for a new music festival, apparently.
I want to see what all this says. Goa Tourism Department has issued an expression of interest, EOI, inviting event production agencies to conceptualize and execute a large-scale music festival in the state. The selected agency will be responsible for planning and delivering the festival entirely at its own cost. With no financial burden on the state, the department aims to create a world-class event that will boost Goa's tourism profile and attract music enthusiasts from across India and abroad. Listen, I think it's a great idea. And my problem with Sunburn, they didn't pay me a penny. I wasn't getting... I genuinely believe that that's the worst time you can have a function, a massive event in Goa when Goa's crowded anyway. You should be having these events that draw people in when it's not busy, off-peak, off-season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have multiple events.
So you can just spread the crowds.
Spread the crowds, because at that time of the year, it's packed anyway. You don't want to invite more tourists, right? You want the tourists that are coming to spend money long-term, longevity. This Sunburn thing was a mess because it was at the peak tourist season. Whereas I think multiple events, that's what a tourism industry is. If the Goa Tourism Department can put together multiple shows and bring in these names at their own cost, I'm sure the government wants its pound of flesh.
But last year it was moved out towards Mopa to try and avoid all of the crowds and congestion.
What was moved?
Sunburn.
Was it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So it wasn't even in the beach belt or anything.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this is a great idea. If the tourism department gets their shit together and they're able to put on a
that would be
festival.
great. But speaking of music, Mervyn, guess who's won the World DJ of the Year?
Yusuf Mataji. DJ Mama.
He has been in Goa.
Is that a hint?
It is David Guetta.
I wanted to guess. I was going to guess Tiesto, Armin van Buuren,
I've
all
seen
these big
Tiesto.
names. I've seen him.
remember what
David Guetta becomes the world's #1 DJ for the 5th time as the top 100 of 2025. Listen, he's amazing. He's been to Goa, yeah?
Yes, he had a concert in Goa.
Ajoy,
He's phenomenally skilled.
Yeah, Mo.
have you been to see him? You've been all over the place to see different concerts.
I'm more of a rocker, you see. I'm more of a rocker.
Yeah?
But you know what? I think we have a bigger DJ in Goa.
Condre?
Don't you
Are
dare.
tu more?
Oh my God.
You guys, whoever's listening, whoever's watching the show right now, you gotta get Merv to DJ for you guys. He's
I'll
so
tell you
good.
what. I'll tell you what. That's very kind of you. I love you for it. But I am not. I consider myself a party DJ, and I do this for fun. And Marky and myself, we go down to Paladin and we play music in a shack. And I've got a passion for music, and I love my music. Everything from hip hop to dance to trance to rock. I listen to everything. But I do this for the fun. This is my absolute passion of music. I love music, Ajoy. You know me.
Yeah.
We could do
Absolutely.
a contest, Mervyn. Would you want that to be the
I'd
first
love to
prize?
host. I'd love to host a
Constellation
DJ
prize?
contest.
Yeah, of course.
And I want to be the hype man. I want to be the man hyping the crowd. He won this contest, yeah.
Yeah.
Guetta.
It was, basically, I think he in Ibiza was where he was crowned #1 DJ of the year 2025. And
Who are the names? I want to know. I mean, you've got some massive names out there, guys.
yeah, of course.
You've got Tiesto, Armin van Buuren. You've got Roger Sanchez, Carl Cox. You got all the big boys.
Absolutely.
And he won.
But
yeah?
he's won it 5 times because obviously
good,
he's
dude.
still innovating.
He's
That's
very
the great thing. So come on then, tell us some of his top 3 hits.
Oh my!
Come on, Mo.
I can tell you. I know. Can I say? Can I tell you? Can I tell you? Sorry, you're putting me on the spot. Can I tell you? He has done some of the best collabs, some of the best, like as a producer, not as a DJ. Some of the best collabs with Sia. With Under My Umbrella. Who's Umbrella? Rihanna. He's done some of the best mixes, mate. And I know them all. I've got them all on my console.
Yeah.
So he's not, as a DJ, he puts out his own stuff, but a lot of his stuff is collabs, and as a producer, he's put out some great stuff. Why, are you going to ask me? You're going to tell me something?
No, I thought you were going to just reel off like top hits.
I'm not off the top.
The
Did I
kind
know
of
the song?
you must know what you used to play when you were Indigo.
No, are you
Come
kidding
on,
me?
sing along, give us some songs.
Tonight,
hard, play
I want
hard.
love you. That's not. I'm kidding, obviously. I was
Anyway,
kidding. I'm
congrats
joking.
to David
That's
because
good,
he's
man.
incredibly
David Guetta.
talented.
Congratulations.
Merv,
Yeah, Baba.
I've got a small request to put out on the show.
Tell me.
If there's anybody listening who has a picture of Merv DJing, please do send it, and we want to put it up live on the show.
I'll give you $1,000.
My
There's
mum's
gotta
got
be
someone
no
on
pictures.
a wall, actually.
She's not going to be listening. You ain't going to have any pictures of me out there, boy. I'm very, very careful. And, no, I've
More
done it at the
put on a
beach
challenge,
many
guys.
times, dude. I've done it, Ajoy, I've done to the beach many times. That's my favorite thing, by the way, to do a sunset gig at the beach. Good sunset, great music, and some drinks flowing with a bunch of birds. And I'm not talking about the feathery kind, you know what I'm saying?
When love takes over.
Yeah.
Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I said,
Who's
see ya.
that? Yusuf.
And Kelly Rowland.
Yes, who was that? Is that Yusuf?
What?
Yusuf is fucking, I swear to God, I don't even know why we let him sit in here. He's on his phone watching porn or something like that. Okay, let's move on.
Well, well done to him. He's only the, he's the, I think he's first of 3 to win 5 times.
Salde,
No, nothing.
what? Come, Yusuf, you want to show your
Nothing.
face? What
No,
are
no.
you asking me? Say no.
Oh, what are you talking about? You are DJ?
Fuck, he's just
Oh my
woken up.
God.
Dude.
Good morning, Yusuf.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Yeah,
What's up?
Mervyn used to be on the drive. Yeah, that would have suited you because you'd have just been getting up.
You wouldn't have been awake.
Talking of drive,
Yeah. Talking about drive.
Goers Roads once again.
Neil, I don't know what he was waiting on. Listen, dude.
Yeah.
They're not drive.
Yippee! I
What is
feel
this?
good already about the roads.
No, we're not going to talk about roads again. These are the roads we've seen 100 times
We
over.
have to talk about
man.
them
I
every
saw them
week.
every
You know
day.
that.
I saw
Why are
every
you
day.
jumping?
Even
Go
I
to the
saw
beginning.
it.
Go to the first one. Start with the
Kaal
first
मैं
one.
वाला मरे मका तू
Yeah, I met him there.
पोरोरी.
What? Tell me.
I saw
There's a
Yusuf.
collapse. There's something collapsed. What are you showing me, dude?
No, basically, there's everybody in Goa is really unhappy because the deadline for getting all of these roads fixed and the potholes completed has slipped again. Apparently, everything was supposed to have been done by about the 30th of September, but unfortunately, those deadlines have slipped because of the retreating monsoon. That's what the PWD
That's not a
are
reason,
essentially
dude.
saying.
Monsoon happens every
Yeah,
year.
I
Get
mean,
your shit together and
of
get the roads
course.
done, guys.
Yeah, apparently also
What is this? What are you putting up on the screen?
there
what is
was there was also
No, change the goddamn thing. Go on to the next thing. I don't wanna
Apparently,
see
there
this.
was
The
an
pothole.
ambulance
over?
also flipped over with a patient in it as
We've
well.
had
Locally.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We had a couple of
sadly.
people complain with the brand new Atul Setu Bridge. This is just a road. I don't know what this is, but the Atul Setu Bridge, where the filler between the sealant between the cracks
Yeah.
is falling out. This is the bridge we're talking about, and there's big gaps and cracks in between where the rubber sealant that's supposed to be, I guess it's an expansion joint, has fallen out, and it's scary because this is a brand new bridge. It's a beautiful bridge, but
And it's
I don't
still
see-
there today also. I saw it while coming from Margaon today morning. Afternoon, I believe. Yeah.
what did you say?
There's this thing hanging over
Look
there.
at the gaps. Is that supposed to be that way? That's like an expansion joint, dude.
But this is the rubber, isn't it? This is the sealant that's hanging down.
Where? Is this the same people that built the Pato Bridge, by the way, with that gap that's supposed to be there? You can stick your fucking leg in
See
there.
the sealant. You can see the sealant.
Look at that.
That
you
this
see?
thing, rubber thing.
Where you see the rubber thing?
You looked away. You
Okay.
missed it.
I don't know. I don't know. This is all part
It's
of the
right in
roads.
front of you, Merv. It's right there.
Yeah, but
Atul Setu.
he was looking. He was. He
Oh
was
my
like-
God, these
yeah.
things are bulging.
No, this is
Yank it in.
This is not in Goa.
Oh, not in good, dude. Eh, now
And- and by-
That's for reference only.
And by the way, guys, the rubber issue was reported by Omkar. That is Omkar's channel.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Ajoy, Omkar's going to be on the show next week, dude. We got to promote him this week. We want to let people know. Did he report
Awesome.
that rubber stuff missing from the joints?
Yes, that's his Instagram channel. It's called Omni Films. So he just does a lot of citizen action and reportage on that channel.
This is
You check him out.
This is a feel-good topic, and I love this. These guys pulled over a guy in a helmet. They couldn't tell who he was, and they were trying to compliment him for following the rules and wearing a helmet. Play this video, please.
Appreciate your helmet. And we are from traffic police. We are for serving you. That's great.
He's
Where
Nigerian.
You ready? Are Purnima, nice to see you. Any problem, call us.
That's nice, though. That's
You know what?
nice
That
the
is
way he's
so
talking
cool.
to him.
They just stopped him randomly, and it's funny.
ऐसे बच्चों की है ना?
Hit the
एक मिनट की
mute
बात
button
कर
in the
ले.
bottom corner. It's funny because this guy, they pulled him over randomly, and it was very nice. It was very kind. Unlike the police, the pullovers you're used to getting, these guys turned it out to be something really nice. It's a good There you go. There's sportsmen for you. The height of kindness. This cop turned it around. He spoke to him in Hindi first, and then all of a sudden realized he was Nigerian. Then spoke to him in English and said, "We're just looking out for your welfare," or whatever it is. Kudos to this cop. Whoever this cop is, well done.
Yeah, that's lovely. But I was just going to say, just regarding the Goa roads, I think a lot of local residents are essentially saying, we just want our roads to be, safe. Because I think also lots of people are talking about some preparation work for this Formula 4 race that's coming up shortly.
This is another. What is this about? On cloudy Majam Highway, miscreants have stolen the roadside plants meant to beautify the. Oh my God. What is meant to green up our roads and now vanishing overnight? Do you think the stricter action should be taken against such petty thefts? There's nothing you can do about it. People are going to actually. Yeah, but stupidity, guys. They're putting the plans to beautify the roads and somebody came and stole them. That's why they should have cameras and people report it. It's so silly, and you complain about where your tax dollars are going. This is why people our government wastes so much money. It's not their fault. They're trying to beautify a highway. They put in plans, but
they're not spending 57 crore like they are on this event.
In a first, Formula 4 racing comes to Goa as government commits 57 crore. Wow, that's money well spent. That's a good idea, I think, What is Formula 4?
So this is basically you have to move through the ranks. You 4, 3, 2,
in Formula 1?
Yeah.
So Goa will the first time host a Formula 4 race with the state of Goa government approving a proposal to host the Goa street. Oh, it's going to be a street race.
Yes, exactly.
Marma Goa.
But that they basically have to. There's a lot of preparation work. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in advance of it happening. They've literally got a month to get it sorted.
The race will be round 4 of the Indian Racing Festival, which includes the Indian Racing League, and is set to be held on the 3.2-kilometer street circuit, touted as South Asia's first ocean front circuit. I think that's amazing. Marma Goa is a beautiful place. I hope they put it together and becomes a regular event.
Oh yeah, that's where they did that Goa River Run when I first came.
But
to
57 crore is a lot of money now.
It's a huge amount.
I hope this is not. You know what? 57 crore is a big sum of money that they need to spend, but they need to make it a little bit more permanent. And I hope the 57 crore is actually going to be spent for this event, but this event can be run multiple times over the next few years. It's not going to spend 57 crore every year, is it?
Well, you'd hope not.
That's a big sum of money.
No, because obviously, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You would obviously attract people. There'll be a lot of promotion. You'll get a lot of tourists, but I'm not sure you're going to kind of get a return on investment initially.
That's a lot of money. Well, I hope it works out. Goa is set to join Chennai and Hyderabad as India's third street racing destination. I think it's great.
Amazing.
If it can generate more money for the state. I just hope that we always talk about money and things being tight. Our tax dollars at work. People are stealing plants off the side of the street. But this is something really, really important that could potentially build the tourism. 57 crore. Total event cost of 177 crore. This is more. It's a boost for tourism, jobs, and international sports. Crosswind, salt air, and sharp corners. The track is going to push drivers to their limits. This is in Marma Goa, India's ultimate playground. Yeah, Baba.
Merv, I think it's going to be super competitive. You know why? If you go travel on our Goan roads today, you'll find a lot of these tourists and Goans. You're already practicing really hard.
Yeah, but you need to put a couple potholes on this circuit and make it really going. Put our own spin on this track. You know what I mean? Put a couple potholes and say, "Come on, boys! Now let's see how good you really are."
Then it'll become a motocross road.
Or like a rally.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, you don't want your tourists walking along the roads because they can't get in a taxi because of a lot of the protests, which is a little bit of a problem. I feel that happened during the week. Because I think last week at Mopa Airport, the taxi drivers were protesting because there's been a huge hike in the parking rates. And of course, they're concerned, they have every right to be concerned for their livelihoods and the fact that it will actually put up the prices for the actual passengers also.
Tense situation reported at Manohar International Airport as taxi drivers rally protesting the hike in parking fees.
Yeah.
Wow, so they're these, but you know what these guys are. I've got to say, I've got a lot of friends that are taxi drivers. these guys have got to be reined in. Yes, the airport. I'm not a big fan of Mopa. I love Mopa Airport. I love of the airport and what they've done with it. But these are guys doing their jobs. They're earning their livelihoods. They want to make some money also. But hiking the fees is not really going to help their cause. But these guys have also have a very strong rally here in Goa. Yeah, these guys are. It's almost like a. What's a word I'm looking for? Where they have a lobbying, a very strong
like
lobbying.
a union kind
a
of
union,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
And they've never allowed Uber and Ola. They won't allow any organized taxi service because these guys have the monopoly on all of it. You know what I mean? It's a good cause, but it actually screws a lot of these guys over because they're being charged more money. I don't know where that money's going. It's just charged by the airport.
Who knows?
CM Sawan clarifies taxi parking fees at Mopa Airport unchanged despite hike for private vehicles. Oh, mate, come on. You're not going to make it. Yeah, Baba, tell me.
Everybody's looking out for the taxi men's, benefit or Mopa's benefit. Who's looking out for the consumer's benefit?
Ding, 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 ding. 100 points for you. Who's looking out for the tourist? At the end of the day, you don't give a shit what's happening between your local government and the taxi lobby. You're looking out to make sure that the tourists aren't being affected and they're not being infringed upon. They make sure that these tourists are getting the best service. At the end of the day, that's the goose that laid the golden egg that puts money on all of your tables.
Yeah. I mean, there have been many stories over the years where some of the tourists have had to get out of local buses. They've had to get on local buses to actually get to the airports, and people have been stopped on the way to the airports and made to get out of their taxis.
On the streets of Goa. Finally, a cab driver is here. Literally walking for 1 kilometer from our property at Mahindra because Goa has a Goa taxi mafia, and they do not allow Goa Miles cab to come inside the property. It's
But that's exactly what we're talking about right now.
That's a real shame.
Our
Because that's
driver
a
is
negative
saying मेरी जान को
experience.
खतरा है, and if I come there, the drivers might actually hit him. So here we are dragging 3 suitcases
Dragging their luggage
and walking on the streets of Goa.
That's not a good advert for Goa.
See, that's not cool, mate. That is so not cool. If you're doing something that is scaring an organized taxi outfit in Goa to prevent them from getting any business, and you're threatening them, and the tourists have to walk with their bags down the street, that's not a good look. That's not a good sign.
That's a real shame.
That's the taxi. Yeah, Baba.
I have a question for you. You understand the situation in terms of how certain areas are meant for certain groups of taxi guys from that area, and somebody from outside can't come with their taxi. You know how it is become a mafia state, right, for taxis?
Yeah.
What would be the solution? Where would the middle ground be if there was to be a solution? How would we
It's
find
a
the middle ground
very
for this?
simple solution. Don't reinvent the wheel. We've talked about this on numerous shows in the past. Do what's working everywhere else. Why, as a capitalist market, do you not have all of these guys, just like every other state in Goa, compete with an organized system like a Uber, an Ola? We've got Goa Miles. Why is Goa Miles being threatened? Let these guys join. Make it a fair market. Why should you be allowed to have the monopoly and overcharge or threaten people? Ajoy, it's not rocket science. It's very simple. It just needs to be implemented. We need a strong person in power that can implement it. Dr. Pramod Sawant should put his foot down. Guys, there are multiple taxi operators. It shouldn't benefit one particular outfit. But why not open up the market and bring in these outfits? Let our guys generate revenue. Everybody makes money.
The thing is, nobody wants to upset the apple cart, right? And essentially, these taxi groups are huge vote banks. So I think nothing's going to change, and that's the predicament we are in right now.
Can you figure out your priorities? Are you more concerned about the vote bank being reelected, or are you more concerned about the bigger picture, which is your tourist industry here in Goa that needs the money? Without the tourist industry, you don't have a job, taxi drivers. Without the tourist industry, you don't have a job, hoteliers. Without the tourist industry, you don't have a job, restaurants. Without the tourist industry, you don't have a job, shack owners, right? What is more important, your vote bank to be reelected, or to take care of what makes you special? Why do people come to Goa? Why do you have tourists come to Goa? So you got to take care of the tourists, Ajoy. We spoke about it on numerous occasions. That's why you've lost a lot of our loyal, regular tourists to places like Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Southeast Asia, Europe. Why should I go to a place that they make it so hard? You've got to jump through hoops with visas, with taxis, with people trying to rip you off. That's not what Goa's about. It's never been that way, no?
No, of course not. I mean, the thing is, you want to have a reliable taxi service that's obviously cost effective and to know that you're paying a fair price for the travels that you're actually taking as well.
How did Mumbai incorporate it? Mumbai had the yellow and blacks. I love the yellow and blacks. Then they started with cool cabs, the blue cabs. But they all have meters. They all have to operate, and it's enforced. It is very strong enforcement. They have to enforce that these guys are following rules and not screwing people over. How did they implement and incorporate that? Yeah.
Sorry, Goa cabs also have the meters, but I think none of them are working because at some point it was made compulsory for all the cabs to have a meter.
Willie, who's enforcing it?
No clue. Because I remember I was in one of the government departments and they were actually people lining up, the taxi drivers were lining up to get the meters and all, to install for their cars and all.
But why are they not? Is it not being implemented? You have a car that's got to pass PUC. You've got to pass the annual whatever. You got to have insurance. You got to pass the test. Blah blah blah. Right? If you want to be a taxi, there's a taxi license. If you want to get a taxi license, you got to know your way around Goa. You have to know the streets. You got to know maintain your car. You've got to have a working, functional meter. A meter that is, every restaurant, by the way, that has a machine, a weighing machine, has to go and get it. What's the word?
The weights and measures.
Calibrated. And I said collaborated.
But it's weights and measures kind of
It
license,
is, Joanne, but this is just simple following of rules and implementation. That's why this goddamn state, which I love so much, is going down the slippery slope because there is no enforcement. There is no auditing.
I think there's a problem.
Who's watching the watcher?
Yeah, I think everybody's heard some kind of horror stories in the past, or stories that they'd be disappointed in to hear that people have agreed a certain price and then they've got to the destination and people are saying no, we've changed it. And I know people like lock the doors and things like that. I know that's happened to certain people, and people just want to be able to know that if we've agreed a price, even if you haven't got a meter, we've agreed a price. That's the price we're actually going to pay. Yeah, but even in Mumbai and things like that, I've actually used some of these other services, and sometimes you've actually got people who aren't even from that locality trying to drive you around, getting lost, not even knowing the area. So of course a lot of the drivers here do know exactly where they're going, and you'd hope that you're getting from A to Z very, very quickly, but you just want to make sure that you can basically trust the agreed fare that you've actually agreed on at the very beginning.
Joanne, Ajoy mentioned the vote bank, right? Mm-hmm. It's a massive vote bank here in Goa. Goa is a smaller place, and you want to stay in power, you got to take care of the people that vote for you. Mm-hmm. But you don't have your eye on the big picture, your eyes on the prize, which is your tourist industry. And everybody complains, and we talked about this many times on the show. When you talk about Goa, you talk about the tourist industry, and nobody's had their eye on them.
But the thing is, I do find a lot that Goa is a place that's got so many taxis, but there's never a taxi when you need one. I find that's kind of, just, one of the kind of contradictions, really, that you might go out, you think, I've decided to leave my car at home, and then at the end of the night, there's no way you can get a taxi. And it becomes really crazy.
But wouldn't you think that's a good reason to have an application on your telephone?
Of course, yeah.
And Oba, let these guys join. Give them some benefit. Give them some tax cut. Give them some breaks. Mm-hmm. Let them make money. Nobody's saying cut their throats. No. Let everybody make money, but do it legally and make sure you're focused on the big picture. It's actually going to work out.
Yeah.
What do you say, Mataji?
You're correct.
That's all you got. You're correct. I know I'm correct. What do you got to say?
Yeah, there is a difference. Mafias are there, like kind of.
They call them the taxi mafia. They're not the taxi mafias. But yes, there are a very strong lobby, no?
If tourists getting disappointed, they won't come back again.
Of course. And then they start bringing their own cars because the taxis are ripping them off. And you can't. It's like a vicious cycle. It's sad, but it happens. Okay, enough about. Speaking of tourists and airports.
Yeah.
Merv,
yeah, Baba, tell me.
One thing.
Yeah.
I have a theory. One of the reasons why a lot of the business is taken away from the taxi mafia is because of Isaf and Neil. They give all the ladies a ride on their bikes.
Oh, wasn't that the old story in Goa? I'll
Yusuf
just give you a lift
Mataji.
home.
Save your money. You can buy me a drink later. That's a great pickup line, Yusuf. You should use
I think
that.
Neil's got something
Neil's
to say
got
on
something.
that.
Come on, Neil.
I feel that the Goa taxis are missing a very lucrative market of targeting the people who are working. How many people who go for, to their offices, you see, take a taxi as compared to Mumbai?
Why would I take a taxi if it's so expensive?
What do you mean, sharing a taxi?
No.
Sharing
use
and
taxis in Mumbai.
Taxi share.
as economical as Mumbai.
Right, okay. So you mean like taxi sharing with...
Taxi sharing and keeping the rates, economical, you'll see a huge...
Yeah, we see an uplift in people actually using the services.
But because they're following the rules, they're using meters. People know what it's going to cost when I arrive. And you're not going to be charged an arm and a leg. You can go take you can take rickshaws in Bombay. You can go all around the place in rickshaws. You can go all around the place in a taxi, in a cool cab. I was in Bombay last week.
Correct.
And I went from one end to the other, and it cost me $1,000
Correct.
in an air-conditioned car. That's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Right? They've got a lot of traffic and all, but I'm saying at the end of the day, it has to be something that is not just implemented, but it is monitored, it's enforced. And you can't keep screwing everybody else and figure out why the taxi industry is suffering. Why can I never get a taxi when I need it? Because you're not doing what is being done and what's working everywhere else. Bring it up. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, there's a lot more positive
This should make you
views.
proud, by the
Yeah.
way. India flags off direct air cargo mission to Antarctica from Goa's Mopa airport with 18 tons of essentials. What was on that plane? What was the 18 tons?
So basically, there was scientific equipment, there was medicines, there were annual provisions, all for the Indian research stations in Antarctica.
See the picture, man. I want to read that. I don't know where you're going. There,
Yeah.
stop right there.
That's phenomenal, because what I didn't realize that there's the Goa-based National Centre for Polar and Ocean Research, which is amazing.
Where is it based? In Goa where?
It's based
Panjim?
I think Neil said
Mataji?
It's in Sada, Vasco.
In Vasco? I didn't even know that.
It's amazing. I think that's phenomenal. This is the first I've ever heard of it. I mean, we should be shouting louder about something like this. It's fantastic.
Can I hop on this plane when the summer arrives next year?
No. This is an old Russian airplane. It's on the tip of my tongue. This is not an Antonov.
What, like Aeroflot?
No, this is not an Antonov. This is a Ilyes. It begins with I. It's a beautiful airplane. These are workhorses, dude. So they're sending supplies to Antarctica, yes?
Yes,
And it left from Mopa Airport. I think that's brilliant. I'd love to know what's on the airplane. What actually is on the airplane?
So I just explained. It's got like...
Hey, Felly Gomes.
Yeah. He saw it actually when he was on his way to Bahrain.
Wow. Go on. What's on the airplane?
So it's the scientific equipment, there's medicines, and there's the annual provisions for the Indian research stations in Antarctica. So essentially this, the NCPOR, is under the Ministry of Earth
What's that mean?
Scientists.
What does NCPOR mean?
Which,
Anybody have a clue?
Which we'd already...
National Institute of Polar.
NCP is National Institute. It's on the thing. It's on the page. Go back to the last page and it says it. That's
so
Felly!
it's the National Centre for Polar and Ocean Research. Yeah, so I mean, essentially, it's great that it's headquartered here in Goa, and it's fantastic that Goa and India are involved in this. Because do you remember we'd seen something about?
I had no clue. I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, even
I think it's great, dude.
Yeah, because also we were like on the glaciers and all of that. Remember, we saw that news report the other day from Finland. They were just measuring about how the glaciers are actually melting away and all of that kind of stuff.
It has nothing to do with India, though.
No, but it's also...
It's global warming, climate change.
Yes, of course, and so that's
And
why
these are
this
doing
kind
this.
of
I
research is
understand. Okay.
important.
I want to know. Somebody out there can tell me what kind of an airplane that is. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's not an Antonov. It's an Ilyes something. I don't know. I've worked enough airports to know what it is, and it's on the tip of my tongue. By the way, this is from Felly Gomes, who's going to be on the show on the 19th. On my way to Bahrain, I spotted something totally unexpected at Goa Airport. An Antarctic air cargo flight right in front of my eyes. It's not even days you see a giant plane. It's not every day you see a giant plane loading 18 tons of gear, medicines, and supplies bound for Antarctica from Goa. This isn't just a flight. It's a reminder that when you stay open, curious, and connected, the universe or constellation shows you extraordinary things in the most ordinary moments. Who knew Goa isn't... Wow. Okay, so he's on his way, by the way. He's doing a Goa festival in Bahrain, I guess.
Yeah, but then there's going to be this.
Is this what it is?
Then, no, this is at the end of the month. This is going
Look
to
at
be in
Genevieve
Kuwait.
D'Souza. Is that our Genevieve?
No.
Felly, I might have to come to Bahrain, dude. That's a looker.
This is in Kuwait.
Is it in
31st
Kuwait?
This was in Kuwait,
World
at
Kuwait
the end of
2025.
at the end of the month, 31st of October.
Later, Gulf Cable, Friday, 31st of October.
Yeah.
He's doing a tour promoting World Goa Day. He had a gomot. I saw somewhere on Felly's social media feeds. He had a gomot that was designed by the famous artist.
Who?
Goan artist.
Who?
No, he lives in China. Who? It's not him.
Who designed the goal?
That's what I'm trying to figure out his name. He's a very... he won't get
I
it.
thought you were going twit-twoo.
Yeah. You ain't no fucking hell. Your feet don't fit no brands, Junior. Who is the famous Indian, the Goan artist? Oh my God, an older
Remo.
guy, glasses.
Mario Miranda.
No.
Remo Fernandez.
No. Remo's a Goan artist. All of you fucking... There's a guy, and I can't. It was on Felly's. Look up Felly's social media page. There's an old guy who's a famous. I interviewed him on Indigo. He is an artist. He designed the piece, the skin, and of the gomot, and what's his name? Felly is taking it with him on tour.
Are Baba.
Sang
Also,
Kondre,
Marius Fernandez.
best tu.
I've got a list of
I'm
people
more-
here,
give
artists
me.
from Goa. We've got Mario Fernandez,
No.
Francis Newton,
No.
Subud Coco,
No.
Vamona
No.
Navalko.
Kirkar?
No.
No.
You did. She just said fucking kid cut. Next. Tolgo.
Oliver Shawn.
No, I interviewed him on
Well,
one of my
then it
Indigo
could
shows. There
be
he is.
anybody.
100 points for you, Mr.
Well done,
Cardozo.
Wilfred. Who is it?
Now did it? What's his name?
I don't know.
And now that's the guy.
Let me find out.
Oh my God! I'm
So
giving you a
can
round
you
of
do
applause.
face recognition? Face
He's
recognition.
IT. He's IT savvy. He is a very famous designer artist. Very popular here and an older guy. And the name is on the tip of my tongue.
Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter. Harry Potter. It's not. His name is, if you tell me, I'll tell you. God damn
Alexi.
it. Huh?
Alexi.
Alexis. Alexis. That's Alexis.
Alexi.
Alexis
No,
something.
not Alex. No.
He signs his name ALE, whatever.
Alexids.
I don't know.
Alex.
Anyway,
XYZ.
you've gone down a
I
cul-de-sac
know,
now.
going down a freaking cubbyhole. Anyway, he designed the thing. Anyway, so Felly's going to be in Goa. He's going to celebrate Goa Day, World Goa Day in Bahrain and in Kuwait.
How many World Goa days are there? It's like
only
every
one.
day of the year.
I'll give you 100 points if you can tell me what day it actually is. What is World Goa Day? The date.
It was while I was away because you guys were talking about it.
It's the 20th of September.
No.
Of August. Was that close? I was close. Yusuf, who? Like, now this blows my mind. I've always wanted to know how they do this, dude.
Oh, we were talking about tigers last
Mo.
week. That's
Yeah, Baba.
lovely.
Ajoy, check this on the
I
screen,
found
dude.
the
Watch this
name
on the
of
screen.
an airplane.
Sang. Huh?
I found out the name of that airplane, by the way.
What is it? It's an illusion.
Ilyushin 276.
Yes, I got it before him. It is an illusion. Yes,
He
thank
sent
you,
you a
my brother.
message.
I promise you, he didn't send me a message.
joking.
It's an illusion. Antonov and Illusion are two famous cargo workhorse airplanes. Ajoy, I love you. Thank you, brother. That is an illusion. By the way, look at your screen right now. Can you tell me what this is without reading the text? That is so cool, man. I've never understood how they do this.
Very beautiful.
These are beautiful, no?
So
These
they got a
are
world record
all
for this.
drones. CESC, Mysuru Dasara. For Dasara, no. Display a tiger using 2,983 drones. Has set the Guinness record, says CESC. Even if they say so themselves, I don't believe it. But it's amazing how they do this. How do they do this, Yusuf? Okay, everybody be quiet. I'm going to get a word of wisdom, a euphemism from my friend Yusuf. Tell me.
Yusufism.
I don't know, man. What?
What do you mean? They don't, they're programmed.
Yeah, they're programmed like with the drones and they set up and they do it.
That's all you have
How
to say.
do they program it?
That's all you have to say. I don't know means what.
Oh,
It's a quite intricate
it is
process.
very interesting, man.
It is beautiful,
Yeah,
dude. These are all.
Suppose
these are all-
one get disturbed, like all the art get.
You can see 2 or 3 disturbed on top of his back.
Yeah.
See that one is out of place? It has not been. It's probably programmed by you.
But it is like
Do you do any programming?
beautiful. It is.
It is amazing. They've got some
Well,
red drones for the
No,
tongue.
he doesn't do the program. He does the directing.
Baba, have you heard Yusuf's title? What is your title? Tell your proper title on the show.
Zasu.
Executive?
I don't know.
No, you always bully me after the show and tell me I am the executive director. You have to follow my directions. Oh. He is the executive director. By the way, I would love, we've got a drone. Yusuf, I promise you, I've got a drone. Yeah. We're going to be going out on the road and filming. Poor Ajoy, I've been threatening him and telling him we got to go. We genuinely have to go and gather some content here in Goa and put it on the show or maybe on another show. But this drone footage, what they have here is amazing. This is done in China. This is done all over the world for festivals.
Yeah, but a lot of the time now what they're trying to do is also make everything more environmentally friendly so that you're not using so many fireworks.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea. And it's all reusable, recyclable.
Yeah, it's lovely. And
how many drones there?
Leaping
2,983.
Amazing.
And so that was set in India, which is
phenomenal. It is, in Mysore. Okay, next. Amazing. What are we talking about? I think it's a great idea. What is this? Vadodara.
So
Vadodara.
There's a lot of
a couple kissing during Garba Performance landed them in trouble with cops, but it's a PDA. Public display. Well, you know what? This is not open. This is not common in our culture. We're a lot more of a tight society. I don't think it's not. See, look, that was a peck. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What are you laughing for, Mataji? That was a peck. He just gave her a kiss on the cheek. You guys have to grow up. You guys have to be a little bit more open, mate. It's a sign of affection. I'm not saying full out, tongue down your throat, tear off his clothes, but a peck on the cheek, I think it is way blown out of proportion, yeah? What did he say? Brewed out India. Couple kissed during their Garba Performance landed them in trouble with the cops, but is public display of affection, PDA, legal in India? No, the couple's faces have been blurred to protect their privacy. What is
Read the comments.
What do the comments say? But sir, rapists, but sir, corruption, but sir, unemployment, poverty, child labor, domestic violence, dowry debts, mob lynching, farmer suicides, paper leaks, potholes, pollution, acid attacks.
So they're basically saying you're worried about this rather than concentrating on some of these more serious matters.
That's not a public display of affection. That is a kiss. That is a peck. What every couple should be doing, I'm not saying out on the street, but it's been done all over the world. And you're like school kids here where you giggle and smile and oh my God, it's so wrong to do. But it's nature. It's natural. Men and women do these things, usually behind closed doors, but it's not like they're going crazy doing it.
But that is a festival thing they are doing it.
What is a festival? Explain that. Come on, Sparky. That lollipop? There you go. It's not a lollipop.
That is culture. It's not an Indian culture, right?
It's not Indian culture. What are we talking about now? The festival or kissing on the mouth? Have you? Let me ask you a question, Sparky, since you're such a wise ass. This is the Garba festival.
Yeah.
What is a Garba festival? The Hindu festival.
Yeah.
Okay. So what this couple did was kiss. It was a peck, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
The culture.
It's the culture.
Yeah.
And what you do behind your door, have you ever kissed a girl? Or boy? Or boy? No, I'm asking you a question. Have you ever kissed for Christmas? If I say Merry Christmas to my wife, am I not allowed to peck her on the mouth? I'm not saying a PDA would be something long and drawn out, something where it makes other people feel uncomfortable. This is a peck on the lips, and if the fucking cops have nothing better or people don't have anything better to do than pick on these guys. Look, this guy put a list of all these other problems you can focus on rather than a small little kiss on the lips. And Yusuf, don't tell me you've never done this, because I'm sure you have. No?
But where is he doing it? You had to see that thing also.
Baba, it is at a festival. Where else would you celebrate happiness and joy? Ajoy, speak up.
He's not asking that question, Merv. He's asking where is the kiss given?
He wants to go there, I guess.
You want to get the kiss, dude? I think it's so stupid. I think this is such a childish thing. And here, I'll tell you what, unlike the West, here in India, people are so conscious. People are so afraid. People are so scared. Self-conscious. You guys need to be able to say the S word. Talk about sex. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying go out and preach and publicize and all. You have to educate yourselves. You educate the kids. You'll have a lot less rapes and all the problems that you have with sex because people are not knowledgeable enough. They have to find out about all this stuff online. But don't tell me you've never researched all this stuff online or you don't kiss behind closed doors. We're not talking about going all out and making it uncomfortable for people around you.
Of course.
But this is just a peck on the lips, guys. Grow up. Anyway, so this happened. What is this about?
Oh,
This is
a
another
lovely
dance
story,
festival. What is
yeah.
this about? A video of a Muslim man
This is a
joyfully
very
protesting in
special.
Garba has gone viral on social media, sparking a debate on love, unity, and cultural inclusivity. In the clip, the man is seen dancing energy in the crowd, smiling and celebrating Navaratri festivals. See, this is what you need to be proud of. I don't give a if you're Muslim, you're Hindu, you're Catholic. Dude, that is so cool, yeah?
It seems like he's having such fun, like
No, but he
genuine
doesn't give a
fun.
shit that he's a different religion, right?
No, of
I'm
course.
celebrating your festival. We wished people for Navratri.
Yeah,
we said
of
happy Navratri and all. He's a Muslim guy in the middle of a bunch of Hindus, and they're just all inclusive. Come on, celebrate with us.
Lovely.
And that's how it should be.
And it should be beyond boundaries. I think there's been sort of a bit of a debate online.
Yeah.
Some people
So
have
they have
reacted
been-
negatively.
Have they reacted
Which is,
negatively?
yeah,
Why?
which is
What is
so
their problem?
sad.
These are the same stupid people that would probably react about that guy,
The
that
PDA.
PDA. Why is this cause anybody a problem? Shouldn't a Muslim man?
This won't cause anybody a problem of. I think what we are highlighting here is that this is what we should be promoting in India.
Absolutely.
We should not be dividing ourselves. We should be coming together and with respect, celebrating each other's beliefs, as long as it doesn't involve any violence, etc. These are very heartening scenes to see that India has hope, that they cannot divide society based on religion or any other things.
If that gentleman didn't have the cap on, you would have never told he's Muslim. The fact of the matter, he's so happy to be involved, and these people that are dancing, all the Hindus are dancing around him, are willingly accepting him, which is, Ajoy, I've said this many times, where we had, a couple of weeks ago, we did the thing for, what was the festival that was happening, and we had a chapel mass going on at the same time. What did we do a show
Ganesh.
Ganesh Chaturthi, right? They were having Ganesh celebrations literally next door to where they were having a chapel mass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
in
have
Panjim.
coexisted in our culture here in Goa for many, many years, for many, many centuries. It's not a problem. It's these petty-minded, minuscule-brained people that make big deals about these things that they don't have anything better to focus on.
Yeah, some people online have said, we used to share each other's festivals and celebrate each other's festivals, and we should. They shouldn't be the segregation. It should be able to come together, because it shouldn't matter about your religion or wherever you come from.
Your
you should
race.
promote love and peace and harmony. That's what we all need. We need more of that.
So there were a lot of Garba festivals, dances which happened.
Sorry, Neil, let me ask you. Is the Garba festival for Navratri?
Yes.
Specifically?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a dance. They were not allowing non-Hindus to enter, even though they had, passes.
Oh, what do you mean? What, in different places?
So
How
there
did you,
were-
Like for an
where do you read
event?
about this? Who told you this?
it's news. Sorry?
Neil, I'm sure if you actually go and look in India, there are a lot of these cases, which is wrong. But we should be focusing on such positive news and such people who want to embrace everybody, right? This is what we're promoting on this
Yes,
show.
correct.
And I'm sure that Neil, I'm sure that Merv and Joe would agree with me on this. We should be focused on this.
Inclusivity. They're not Hindu, they're not Muslim, they're human beings. Focus on being a goddamn human first before anything else.
Yeah.
My hat's off. I applaud these people who allowed this guy, and it's not allowed him, I implore him. I am so happy and proud of him to be wanting to be part of this celebration festival. He doesn't give a crap about anything else, and I think that's great. Can I just say this? The other day I was at Saligaon Church. And it's a sad day when tourists, some of them non-Catholic, wanted to come and see the Saligaon Church, and the church is actually closed. And this guy came up, or this lady came up, and she said, "Can we go inside and pray?" And they were not permitted to go and pray. And I said, "Are you Catholic?" And she said, "No." And I felt so bad to say that.
Yeah.
I couldn't. There was a gentleman with me, and he said, "No, it's locked, but you can pray from the outside."
Yeah.
And I think that's a travesty, because at the end of the day, anybody is welcome to come and pray. I don't care if you're Catholic or non-Catholic.
Yeah.
If you want to go into a place, as long as you're respectful, you should be allowed to go in and say a prayer.
I agree with you, but I think a lot of churches around the world have actually had to start locking their doors because of thefts and things like that. So there would have been a time
Have a security
when-
guard.
Yeah.
Have a
well,
flipping security guard.
There
That's
would
not
have
what
been
it's
a
about.
time when most churches around the world would have been open all the time. However, unfortunately, people, do come in and do steal things. And equally, there's a lot more people. I've seen this a lot in the UK. People will take their bags with them when they go down for communion because they don't want to leave it behind. And
That
quite,
shouldn't be- that
quite
shouldn't-
deliberately, I
that
always would leave my bag on the floor near the pew because I refuse to have to take my bag to go down for communion.
It
because
shouldn't be that way.
it shouldn't be that way. But unfortunately, that's the world that we're living in. So I don't think the church would have been locked to prevent people from going in that weren't from that Catholic religion. It's more of a security issue these days, which is really unfortunate.
I've seen protests in the church during a live mass where these guys have come and protested climate control, and I think it's crazy. Neil, what's it called? Neil, you're getting ahead of yourself. Just 1 second. Yeah, we'll come to this in a second. What I'm saying to you is I've seen protests that are happening live in a church. While mass is going on, these guys came and protested climate change.
Okay.
And it was a big deal. It would never happen in the past. It's
No,
happening now.
'cause you have
So
to
you've
be
got to change with the
respectful.
times. But at the end of the day, Joanne, you also want to encourage people. I don't care if you're Catholic or non. If you want to come into my house of worship,
Yes.
you're more than welcome.
I agree.
We've had Hindus come and celebrate Catholic festivals. These are all part of our family, like kind of thing, and you wouldn't think twice about it. And I think that's what we're all about.
But
That's what we should be.
I think one of the most amazing testimonies is to see that when it's St. Francis's feast, St. Francis Xavier's feast, you actually get people of all religions
Yes,
from
it should
all
be.
over India coming, and I love that. I think that's phenomenal that you just get people because they feel that there's an honor. You've got a saint in your presence, and people from all over, from all religions will come, and I love that.
And at that time, they're not thinking about any of these things that divide us.
And it has to be.
They're
more
thinking about,
inclusive.
but that's what good people are about. Guys, I'm saying this and I'm going to say it again. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Merv Britto Show. We've been rambling on for about an hour, but I want to make sure that you guys are engaged. I want to make sure you can get engaged. If you want to leave us a thought, you want to get involved in the conversation, anywhere you get your social media, whether it's Facebook, X, Insta, WhatsApp, YouTube, Spotify, we're on all these platforms. The fact of the matter remains, it is a show. It's an interactive show where we want you to weigh in and we want to know what you're saying. We want you to have your say. Get in touch with us, 750-7246-246, and have your voice heard.
I
Tell
just
me.
wanted to let you know the update on the women's cricket.
Tell me.
So the Indian women have completed their batting. They've got 247 runs.
That's a
They've
good
done
score.
That
very
is a good
well.
score.
It's
That's a good score.
amazing. It's great. So now Pakistan have to go into bat.
What's our cricket reporter talking about? What's our sports reporter? Tell us, dude.
It's good score, like 247 compared
Yeah,
to
for
like,
50 overs.
Yeah.
Good on them.
Let's see
So
what,
let's hope
what-
they're fielding
let's see
well.
what Pakistan do.
Okay, Smarky Pants. Let's see what you got. Can you name one of our Indian players?
Indian player, woman.
Google. No, we're talking about men. Dipshit. Come on, let's see what you got. Come on, mate. Come
I
on.
recently started watching this women's cricket.
You're the sports reporter. I just made it. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Yusuf. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, this is an interactive show. These opinions and what we speak about here is stuff that we feel strongly about, and it is wholly our opinion and not the values of the show. We do this every week, and we want to make people aware of what's going on. So please understand these are our opinions, and we're not trying to sell or propagate any propaganda. This is what we talk about, and this is what we love to chat about. Okay, I saw you put Messi on the screen, so let me guess. We're going to talk about one of my favorite football players, Mr. Lionel Messi.
Yep, he's
Sports
coming
reporter.
to India.
Is he? No, he's not.
He is coming.
He said
to India.
Ronaldo was coming to India.
He's coming in December.
He's coming to Kolkata or something.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he's coming to.
When is
he's coming to
Lionel Messi
Delhi.
coming? I would go and see him, dude. I'm a big Lionel
13
Messi
December.
fan.
Where you find Ronaldo, you find Messi.
In Arpora.
Eh.
Go there.
So I think he's got 4 matches. I think they're coming for 4 matches. There's a 4-city tour.
Who's the day? Argentina?
So
Or
in
is it
Kolkata,
international?
it starts on the 13th of December.
Hey, Yamada, man.
So he's
man.
basically saying India is such a special place. I'm honoured to be able to come back again.
I'd love to interview these guys. And if it even wasn't Lionel Messi, all these international players that come here, we've got a tourist industry here, and we spoke about it a couple times before.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen beep, bleep, nothing about Goa tourism anywhere else when I've traveled. These guys have known about this place, or maybe know about this place, but they should be doing a lot more to promote these games, but promote these matches in advance. They should
Yeah.
be on the news, in the paper, posters, banners. What are they called? These big signs on the road. What are they called?
Outdoor ads.
Yeah, on these
Yeah.
big billboards, right?
Yeah, of course.
But that's not being done. But if you've got these people, these very famous people, these people can make a huge change in your economy. Why not promote it? So if Lionel Messi or Ronaldo's coming to Goa,
Yeah.
they've got a couple of football matches that are being organized. They should promote the crap out of it.
Yeah, there's going to be a goat concert, so it's GOA with a T on the end. Goat concert and also Goat Cup.
What is a goat concert, by the way?
This is the greatest of all time.
Of who? What? Well, football.
For Messi, there's apparently, there's an event which will feature the Goat concert and the Goat
I think
Cup.
he is the goat, dude. Who's the greatest football player?
What, you don't think Pele?
For me, it is Ronaldo.
Agreed.
Agreed. What, Neil? Go on. Wayne, let me hear what you got to say.
Ronaldinho.
There
Oh,
you go.
really?
There's a good one.
Oh, he was
There's a
very
good one. We
good.
should take a poll.
I would
There's
say
a poll
Pele.
for you. There's
I
a
would
poll
say Pele
question.
over that.
I would say Pele.
Yeah.
Maradona, Pele.
Old school, not Maradona, please.
Because he's a hand of
the
God.
hand of God
shut up.
against England.
Can we do a poll about that? I'd love to
There's-
find that. Sang.
They can only be Maradona.
I agree with you,
Oh,
Ajoy.
come
Only
off
that.
it. No
Pele,
way.
Maradona.
boo.
I'm telling you, that guy was so amazing. Without
Spectacular.
him, they would never be on the football map. And he was instrumental in winning those World Cups. Come on.
Yeah, but
you
he
gotta give it
didn't.
to him.
He,
was
yeah, he
quite a
didn't do it
character.
fair and square.
You
all the
can't
time.
convince Joanne Ajoy because of that hand of God goal.
Yeah.
You will never convince her. She knows he's a brilliant soccer player, but you will never convince her. My
He's not
favorite
my
football player is
favorite.
Mark Seagraves. I think he's the greatest football
course.
player that ever played.
We love him.
I'll tell you what, though. We should do a poll about who's the greatest of ever. You can tell your generation, by the way, ladies, because all of you, the two youngest people, said, oh, it's Ronaldo, CR7. Neil, a little bit older, said, what did you say? Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Ajoy, you're an old fuddy-duddy like me, mate. You said Maradona. Joanne's ancient. She said Pele. No offense, my darling.
hello.
I still love you.
Thank you.
Very
What did
interesting.
you say?
I don't say Maradona just because he was my contemporary. I say it because he was an amazing talent. I think some of the talent that he had then nobody had. The way he used to dribble the ball, and he was amazing. He was amazing. Really.
There's some great players. Don't take anything away from some players like Neymar and who's the French guy, Mbappe, and all these other guys. These guys are good. But there's greatness. When you talk about basketball, the greatest of all time, the GOAT in basketball was Michael Jordan. You've got great players like Kobe and LeBron and all these guys. Come on, guys. They've proven it time after time why they were the greatest. So, come on, put this on the screen. 4-city tour.
Yeah.
Will kick off in Calcutta.
They're going all out. They've got tea and all sorts.
Listen, Messi on Thursday confirmed he will participate in the highly anticipated GOAT Tour of India 2025, describing it an honor to be revisit the passion football nation. He last played in 14 years ago.
Yeah,
He was
2011. He came in 2011, yeah. So he captained Argentina in a FIFA friendly against Venezuela.
in Goa.
At the Salt Lake Stadium.
Clear.
Yeah.
Where's Salt Lake? The Salt Lake Stadium is Utah. Salt Lake City, sorry.
Yeah.
Kolkata.
There's a place, Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata. I think it's brilliant. They've got these guys.
I got a question, Merv. Sorry, did I cut you off?
No,
My
go
apologies.
on. Go on.
Why are they not making a beeline to Goa? Why is Kolkata or Kerala trumping Goa on football?
I didn't hear. What was the question? Repeat the question. Why? What?
Yeah, he said, why are they doing it in Kolkata? Why are they trumping the rest of India with the football? Actually, the Northeast are extremely strong with their football, Ajoy. They've got amazing teams and phenomenal players as well. However, you would hope that he would have come to Goa. But he's meeting Modi, isn't he, on the 15th?
There you go. The
So maybe-
four-city tour will kick off in Calcutta on December 13th at the Salt Lake Stadium before moving to Ahmedabad, Mumbai, New Delhi, and concluding with a meeting with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the 15th of December.
Yeah.
Wow. Lionel Messi's a big name, dude.
Yeah, he's a
I think he's
phenomenal
brilliant.
player. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's still playing, isn't he, in Miami?
Yeah.
For David Beckham's
I
team.
think he's great, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Okay. You guys want to wake up and can we move on? Or Neil, whenever you're done. What is this? India's richest MLAs, Ayuda,
Yeah.
Pooja. What the
Because there was a
flippin'
lot
is
of
this?
talk about festivals this week, of course.
Can I tell you, this is for Dasara. You always put flowers on your cars, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so India's richest MLA. Go back down. Let me read the top. What was above this? No, the other way. The other top, for fuck's sake. India's richest MLA, Ayuda Pooja, with Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, and more. This is
Yeah.
an MLA.
Yes. He's got huge, but yeah, he's got
Bro,
a
No.
huge
Go
amount.
back to that and just let me read the goddamn article, please. Go down. Scroll down.
He's got a lot.
In India, the trend of buying expensive cars and bikes among young businessmen and entrepreneurs. We have featured many of them on our website too, not just businessmen, celebrities, even politicians have started following a similar trend. While many of them use Fortuner and other SUVs, most of them don't have a good taste in cars. However, MTB Nagaraj of Haskote near Bangalore is an exception. He's currently the State Minister of Small-Scale Industries and Municipal Administration, is known for his large collection of expensive cars. A new set of images has gone viral on the internet where politicians lined up all his cars to perform Ayuda Pooja.
Shall I tell you what cars there were on the
I can tell you without even... Don't tell me. Watch me.
Okay, go.
Land Rover.
Yeah.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce.
Phantom 8.
And another Range Rover.
Land Rover Defender, a BMW XM.
But that's a BMW.
A Mini Countryman Electric, a Toyota Innova.
Oh, you're naming all the rest of the cars.
Yeah. And the humble Maruti Omni. They're our favourite cars.
That's what I drive. I drive a Maruti Omni.
Yeah.
But there's a cow in the picture. There's a bull in the picture. That's a difference, right?
I'm not sure about that.
What's it called? Yusuf?
Played.
You know the difference between a cow and a bull? What are you laughing for?
I don't know.
Did you see what walked across the screen just now? What is that, a cow or a bull? He's like a child. Listen, guys, all jokes aside, this is probably for Dasara, where they put the flowers and they do all the stuff that they have to do. Can I tell you what makes me so angry? That this guy would be able to flaunt his wealth. You know what? We've spoken about this before, and he's very much capable and able to flaunt his wealth. Can I ask you a very important question? When, as a government minister, a government employee, generated and earned enough money to be able to afford these kind of cars?
I mean, I don't know whether he's got an independent wealth.
He might be. If he's a businessman and he's made a lot of money, good for him. It's absolutely his will to do what he wants with his money. But it says NTB Nagaraj Car Collection Bangalore, right? Doesn't mention about anything. It's basically he is a member. He's an MLA, right?
Yeah, but he was previously Minister of Small-Scale Industries and Municipal Administration in Karnataka. And he's a member of the Karnataka Legislative Council. Since 2020.
I think it's a crime. Anyway, you know what? Good for him. He's got very good taste in cars. He's got amazing taste in cars. All I'm saying to you is you're not fooling anybody. If you're on a salary that you couldn't afford these cars and suddenly, miraculously, you've got all these fancy cars that you need to decorate and drive just to flaunt your wealth, I think it's a sad day and a shame because you're not fooling anybody.
If you've got all this wealth, you should be using it to help the community.
As my mom always said, you got more money than brains. There's a lot of good... No, but you know what, Joanne? I'm going to disagree. If you've got the money and you think you've earned it legally, lawfully, you can do what you will with your money. That's your money to spend.
Of course.
Everybody, just like an asshole, everybody's got a conscience and an opinion, and you can do what you choose. But what I am speaking specifically about people that have never held a job where they could potentially generate that amount of revenue to buy these kind of cars. And they're suddenly driving around in all these fancy cars that they couldn't afford.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mervyn, what I think for a lot of these festivals, there should be potentially the opportunity to do a little bit more for people who haven't got as much in society. Because for
but you would think so, no?
Isn't this you're basically doing something to give thanks for equipment that helps you earn your revenue and stuff like that. So you're not earning your revenue through having a Phantom 8.
But that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Well, what are you renting it out to Bollywood and stuff like that?
That is your opinion,
That's
and
a
I agree with
different
you. You could do very good things with that
But what I
money.
like when it's Eid and things like that, then you've got the opportunity to actually give back, and you help people, and you give food for people who don't have as much for themselves as well. And I love that kind of outward focus.
And I agree with you 100%. But that's not. You don't need a religious festival to be kind.
Of course not.
You can do the kind thing on a daily basis. Do something nice all the time. The point I'm trying to make is you're not fooling anybody. Sorry, Ajoy, go on.
Yeah, so I'm reading from this website called Association for Democratic Reforms. It's an NGO that monitors, elections in India, and it's supposed to be free and fair. And they say on this particular MLA by the name of N. Nagaraju from Karnataka, in 2013, when he first put in his name for election, his net worth was about 470 crore.
Whoa.
Okay, and then in 2023, his net worth is 1,609 crore.
So it went down.
No, from 400
went
to
up.
1,000.
Okay.
You said
went
from
up, I
400
guess,
crore to
4
about
times.
1,000 crore, right?
From 470 crore to 1,600 crore.
Okay.
That's quite.
So about 4 times. And guess what is his education level? 8th pass.
But Ajoy, forget about all that. I don't care about his education. Can I ask you this question? Before he joined, was he a businessman? Did he have a business that legally generated that 400 crore?
I'm looking into it.
So that's the point I'm trying to make. If he's done it legally, he's inherited it, whatever. That's his money to spend as he chooses. We're nobody to judge. But the point I'm trying to make it is just like Donald Trump. When you get into politics, it is a conflict of interest. You should not be generating money based on the office, this thing you own. What am I trying to say? Or the post you own, the position you own in a political party should not be the reason you're able to illegally generate that kind of revenue. So
it says here on this website that his profession is an agriculturalist and a businessman. Now, what business? No, it doesn't mention.
yeah. Anyway, we're not going to get into it. But I mean, he's got very good taste in cars. Can you spell? Can you hear me? You with
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I'm listening.
What is your favorite sports car? I'm going to ask Yusuf this question. Out of all those cars that you just saw, what's your favorite?
Ferrari.
Yeah, he's got a point, dude. He's got a very good point. I'm a big fan of Ferrari. I'm a Lambo
It's a
person.
sports
What?
car. You asked sports
sports
car.
car,
That's
no,
a
you
sports
asked-
car.
Yeah, no, it is a sports car. That's a great car. What?
It has a good model, good shapes.
Great, good models, good chicks.
Yeah, good shapes.
Chicks have good shapes.
Shapes.
Women have good shapes.
Shapes.
Shapes? Are you kidding me? We're talking about cars and you talking about women.
I'm talking about car.
Oh, sorry, I'm just leading you on, dude. I'm a big fan of Ferrari. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I mean, you know what? I'm welcome. I was going to say welcome to the Nagarajan show.
Oh, I
but
thought you were gonna
listen,
say
you
it's the
can
Yusuf
flaunt and
show.
do whatever you want to do with your money. Good for him. Let's move right along. It is a sad day in... What was she, by the way? Jane Goodall was a
conservationist.
No, but there's another one, another word for it. She's not a biologist.
No, she was a conservationist. So she did some revolutionary work with chimpanzees.
She dedicated her life to my
your
favorite animal, other than a dog and a horse and monkeys and apes.
Yeah.
Chimpanzees are my all-time favorite. Joanne, tell me all. I love this.
Well,
woman.
she was a British animal rights campaigner and a primatologist. Oh, primatologist. I've never heard of that word. She's a primatologist.
Yusuf goes and sees one every week.
Well, she died this week at the age of 91, so of natural causes. So she's been like a tireless advocate for chimpanzees over the years. So she's done such amazing work, and obviously, you know, they're just beautiful creatures.
Look at that top picture, by the way. You got Jane Goodall. And look at that face, mate.
Yeah.
Tell me you couldn't. That's like a baby. It is a baby. It's a baby chimp. But I'm saying to you, she dedicated her life. This woman, people like her and Richard Attenborough and stuff like that, who've dedicated their life to something they really, really believed in.
Yeah.
At 91, she used to be in the forest in Africa with the great apes and all that, right?
She's gone all around the world, and basically she became a dame in 2004, and then she was awarded the Medal of Freedom by Joe Biden just before the end of his
Scroll up.
presidency.
Yeah.
So she's done some phenomenal work, and
1974
obviously,
Yeah.
she's really helped the cause of chimpanzees, and obviously like understanding the primates essentially.
Our condolences go out to her family. I mean, she was an amazing. Dr. Jane Goodall was one of a kind, like I just said, somebody who really, really felt strongly about something and did something about it. I think that's amazing. Guys, we're going to kind of tune it down.
But also we wanted to talk about one of India's scientists in the top 2% globally.
Where? Talk to me.
Yeah.
Acharya Blkrishna,
Which is
recognized
amazing.
among
It's
the
phenomenal.
top 2% scientists worldwide, a historic moment for Ayurveda and Indian science. Acharya Blkrishna has once again been honored as one of the top 2 scientists globally.
Top 2%.
2% scientists globally, according to an estimated list published by the research group at Stanford University in collaboration with Elsevier. This prestigious recognition marks proud milestone not only for Acharya Blkrishna ji, but also for Patanjali, the field of Ayurveda, and the nation of India. Wow, top 2%.
That's phenomenal. I think essentially he's got so much recognition because he blends Ayurveda's wisdom with modern research methods also, which I think is phenomenal, really, that he's been recognized. And I think, for those people who haven't really explored Ayurvedic medicine, they should also, take a little bit of a look and take a little bit of a leaf out of his book. There's definitely something there. Definitely something there.
It's probably one of the oldest forms of medicine that's been performed. Yeah. The tradition, the natural form. Listen, there's so much to be learned, and it's such a shame because we're losing this very, very quickly. But it says basically natural herbs, traditional medicine. His innovative work continues to inspire scientists worldwide to explore the vast potential of natural herbs and traditional medicine, something we're losing. We're not, technology can't replace that, mate.
Absolutely. And I think, just to touch on the environment, when I was in Australia, in the rainforest, something that really touched me is that, a lot of people believe that when you're cutting down the rainforest, there's some species of plants and things like that you've never even really discovered. So you don't know what their properties are that could actually help to heal you in the future. And they've gone for good.
Destroyed.
And that, that's the really sad thing. But I think what's phenomenal about what he's doing, he's catalogued a herbal encyclopedia, and he's done 25 ancient Ayurvedic manuscripts, as well as authored 120 books on yoga and Ayurveda. So it's phenomenal.
Congratulations. He's somebody that makes India proud. Acharya Blkrishna, one of the top 2% scientists globally.
Yeah.
Ayurveda, and you know what? I want to get this, a guy named William Gans. He is one of my customers.
Yeah.
He is an internet customer here with Infinet. And I've got to get, I call him the...
He's called Baba.
No, they call him Baba. No, what is the word? The alchemist.
Oh, yeah.
I've had conversations with William Gans. He's an American guy that comes and lives like a sadhu. He lives here in Goa, in Asagam. And he's got this beard and he walks barefoot and he does all this stuff. But he can tell you, he's one of the most interesting people. I got to remind me, I'd love to have him on the show.
Yeah, that would be great. Really great.
That is something that makes us proud. Good for you. What are you going to talk about? By the way, you're talking about this. This is you were talking about the drugs in the rainforest.
Yes.
Today on CNN, I watched this lovely program, just a little snippet. These police rescued a jaguar that was in the middle of the Amazon. It was drowning.
Oh,
it was too tired. It had gunshot wounds. I guess there were poachers trying to chase it.
Yeah.
And they let it cling onto a raft. Right. And they towed it to shore and it's been saved. But it's such a beautiful story of a jaguar that was going to drown. It probably jumped into the water to save its life, being hunted by poachers, and they saved it, dude.
How sweet. That's
speaking
lovely.
of medicines that probably you will never be aware of because they're cutting all the trees. This doesn't grow on a tree, but we spoke about this with Dr.
Lloyd.
Yeah. Ozempic cleared for use in India. Pros, cons, and expected price. Let me ask you, Dr. Mataji.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Ozempic?
I heard about it, Ozempic.
Have you ever heard about the Olympics?
Olympic? Yeah, Ozempic. Ozempic, I heard that without exercise, you can reduce your weight.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It is a natural, it's a miracle drug.
I wanted to try it, but I don't know.
Well, I was going to say, really, it was formulated for diabetics.
What is? He mentioned what it was. No, I can't remember what Doc said.
So essentially, what it does, it kind of suppresses your food cravings. So it suppresses all of the food noise and all of that kind of stuff, so that you've got less of an appetite. However, some people, once they've been taking it, there are side effects, of course, and then some people aren't eating enough nutritious food. So even Robbie Williams, the singer Robbie Williams, he was taking it, and he actually developed scurvy. Scurvy from the ancient times.
Like a skin disorder, no?
No.
What's scurvy?
Scurvy is basically the mariners, the sailors that used to be at sea for months on end because they didn't have access to fresh fruit and vegetables. They used to develop scurvy because they didn't have the nutrients and the vitamins.
Are you serious?
And so Robbie Williams actually developed that whilst he was on the weight loss drugs. Wow. However, obviously there's pros and cons, but I do recommend people go back to Dr. Lloyd's episode 17, if you want to check it out.
I don't believe you just named that off the top.
Check it out on our website.
Spoke about Ozempic. It is Ozempic. I've heard so much about Ozempic in the States, and it is. Can it be actually used for weight loss?
It is used for weight loss. So many people are buying it online. And it has actually led, but there are multiple different drugs doing this similar kind of thing. But essentially, the way it works is that it's actually led to there being a shortage for some people that really need it, because so many people are just buying it online for themselves, and then now they're increasing the prices as well around the world.
Wow. India's drug regulatory has approved Ozempic.
But I
Regulator.
heard about that many celebrities are also taking it.
Oh,
Indian celebrities.
I
What do they
think,
take?
sure.
Orally?
weight loss is a
Ozempic.
side
Weight
How
effect.
would you take it?
Yeah.
Anally or orally? How would you take it?
I just heard this news is I don't know how it's true. Or,
How would you take it, Yusuf? I want to know. If celebrities taking it, would you take it
I don't know.
orally?
I don't know.
Up the pipe? India's drug regulator has approved Ozempic semaglutide for the use in adults with type 2 diabetes. Danish pharmaceutical giant Novo Nordisk. I can't
Yeah, so
speak.
this
Giant Novo Nordisk
company
introduced
basically
Ozempic in
phenomenal.
India, a development that could benefit millions living with type 2 diabetes, but people are using it for weight loss.
You see a lot of this kind of thing, even in the NHS, in the UK, they're talking about, the health minister's talking about introducing it for people who are actually obese, because what they're looking to do is trying to prevent problems down the line and causing more of a financial strain on the health service, because a lot of these problems are created by people being like obese and very overweight. So what they're looking at is trying to bring down the health bill or the spending by actually giving out these drugs. So some people can actually get it legally through doctors and stuff like that. However, there are a lot of people privately buying these meds for themselves. But I think what Dr. Lloyd was talking about is everything in moderation, living your life in balance.
Healthy balance.
Yeah. I've gone back to intermittent fasting because I needed to do something.
Oh my God! On that note, ladies and
doing
gentlemen, I you know what I think Ozempic is great if it is actually was made for diabetic patients, right? The drug is taken twice a week.
Yeah.
Weekly injection is first cleared for diabetes management as soon as highly sought after because its proven impact on weight loss. I would take it. Yusuf, you're gonna try to lose some weight? You want to lose? Listen.
Go walking forward.
What did he do, Willie? Tell him. He doesn't need Ozempic. But if it works, you know what I mean? People are using it to lose weight. Why not give it a shot? You want to eat whatever you want, but you've got to have some kind of a balance. You got to exercise, eat healthy to lose weight, no?
Yeah, and I was going to say on that, just I wanted to just...
Did you get that scratchy problem with the doctor fixed? You were going to the doctor for that? No, another show, different show, sorry. Go on, tell me what you want to know.
I was just going to say, talking about exercise, I really thought we should give a shout out for the World Para Athletics Championships that's actually
What's
closing
para?
today.
In para? What are you talking about?
Para athletes.
Paraplegic, whatever it's called.
Yes.
Oh, they've got what is it called?
It's the World Para Athletics Championships. It was on from the 27th of September and it's closing today. And
Can
it's
this
been
be
taking
the
place
closing
in
story? I think it's a great story. We don't have any footage of it, but I
No.
think it's a great story. You know what I think is a
In
shame
New
that they
Delhi
only
it
have the Paralympics once every 4 years.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've got functions that we don't know about. It's not properly publicized or promoted for the Paralympians that work and train so hard. And I think it's a damn shame.
Yeah. But-
what is this all about? Tell me, Joanne. The International Paralympic?
No, not Paralympics.
It says right there, Paralympic Committee.
Okay, but this is not the Olympics, though.
I'm not saying this
Yeah.
is it. I'm talking about reading what these guys are putting on
Yeah.
the screen.
So
go on.
essentially, India was in 6th place. They've actually got 18 medals, 6 gold, 6 silver, and 6 bronze so far. And so, they're doing very, very well in the Para Games. And I think, this really has to be applauded, and we really do need to shout out louder.
Hey, here you go. Read that. Stop that. Go back. Go back. That's an Indian girl. Best of the Para Archery World Championships in Guangzhou. This must be in China, dude. That Indian girl won it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Who the hell is managing that? Can you please go back
No,
and click
he
on
can't
the goddamn-
manage that.
Yes, he
That's-
can. Go back. Go back.
Because they're
Now click
flipping.
info. Read more. On the left. God damn it. What is
Alright,
that?
alright.
Look at this girl.
Amazing.
Look at this girl.
That's phenomenal.
Holy shit. Sheetal Devi, China's Wu Qian and Republic of Korea were among the biggest stars at the Para Archery World Champions in Guangzhou. Oh, it's in Korea.
So this
Excuse
is-
me, I
this
thought it was
is-
China.
So essentially,
I don't flippin' well believe it, dude. I can barely pull a frickin' bow and let it release an arrow, and this girl's doing it with her legs and her...
yeah.
Oh my God, good for her. Sheetal Devi, you make us proud. Wow.
Yeah. So in terms of
Okay, next,
coverage,
go
and I was just going to say, I just think we really just need to applaud these athletes And, you know, we just essentially just want to promote more inclusivity.
Is today the last day?
Yes, today is the last
There's
day
another-
closing
Did
ceremony.
she win? Sheeta Devi Center won her maiden world title by defeating Oznur Skure, left in the final. Oh, so she won world archery. Good for. Give her a round of applause. That girl. Come on, man. Wow. You know what? We don't hear enough about these kind of things, and it's a shame because these guys, they're differently abled, and they put in a lot of time, effort, and energy and practice to be at the world's best level. And it's sad because they don't get the recognition for it.
Yeah, apparently India are in the running for 7 medals today on the final day. So,
Are they?
you know,
Really?
here's hoping that they end on a real high. But they've done phenomenally well. So I would have loved to have seen some footage. Maybe we can just take a look at some of that. Or
On another show.
Yeah.
We got to draw this to a
Yeah.
close, ladies. You know what? It's been a long time. We've enjoyed every minute of this show, as always. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This is the Merv Britto Show. We do this every Sunday at 6 p.m. live. It is a live broadcast show. There's no editing. There's no hanky-panky involved. What you see and hear is what you get. We do this because we are passionate about this place that we live. If you want to get in touch with us, if you've got some advice, if you've got some information, if you'd like to leave a comment, check us out on our social media pages. Willie, you got that spot on, mate. You hit the nail upon the head.
Willie, did we not have any people messaging in today?
You did. I'm not going to get into it
really.
now, Joe.
Okay.
So never mind. We will do that another time. But if you want to get in touch with us, leave us a like, a comment. If you like what we're doing, let us know about it. Show us some love on any of the social media platforms where you get your social media from. We've got a bunch of stuff that we could read out on the phone that I wanted. We want to read out these messages to let people know that we are paying attention and listening. So we want to start promoting. Yusuf, you're going to start promoting Mr. Omkar.
Yeah.
He's going to be on the show next week. He's a very interesting person. He is a podcaster, but also like a bit of an activist. And he knows about what's going on. And he goes to all these different places for these different demonstrations and news releases and all these things that are happening here and go. And I've always wanted to speak to somebody from the media industry and find their take on things and what's going on with all these elevated and escalated beatings and all the problems that are happening. He'd be a very good guy. Tune in next Sunday. We're going to have Omkar live on the show. We're going to interview him and figure out what the heck's going on. The following week on the 19th, we're going to have a gentleman named Felly Gomes, who's interesting as it gets. He has been recommended by a couple of people that we should have him, speak to him, get him on the show. He's going to be on the 19th, yeah?
He
Felly
is
Gomes.
indeed, yeah.
In the meantime, I hope you've had a great day. I hope you had a lovely Sunday, a brilliant weekend. And until next week, and Joanne, you got anything else to say before we get off the air? Any of you?
Get well soon, Ajoy.
Ajoy, you still there?
Thank you. I'm here. Thank you so much.
Baba, I hope you feel better. We'll see you during the week. I hope you feel loads better, my friend.
And Mark and Priyanka have a great
Thank you.
anniversary. We love you loads.
Until next week, you guys have a brilliant week. Take care of yourselves and one another. See you on Sunday.